All right, so I've waited a little bit longer for this shave. I have a little bit more hair. And this was actually suggested to me by somebody, and I thought it would be a great idea. An entire head shave with the Henson razor here. Now, naturally, it's just the one double-edged blade in there, so covers a little bit less surface area and is a little less efficient than the leaf, but I figured why not. First of all, take this guy apart, pull the blade out of there, get a brand new blade for this head shave, and just go all out. So there's a rainbow one in there now. And I don't recommend handling these blades in the shower. When your fingers are wet, it makes them extremely difficult to pick up and also to hold on to without cutting yourself. I have a brand new Astra blade right here. That's actually what Henson recommends, or I guess what they sell. I believe they're starting to make their own blades since I bought mine, but when I bought mine, it was all Astras that they sold. All right, so we'll put this brand new, still got the glue on it, Astra blade on the little cap here. Put the little head together, and we'll screw this in. It's got that little tungsten, I guess it's almost like a gasket in there, the little ring, so you can tighten it down. And that blade is perfectly in there. I'm gonna warm this up and then we'll get some shaving cream on and start right away. Now for this one, we're gonna use All Reliable, the Prorazzo. I think the Castile soap is just a little too little cushion for this, because normally, even using the Prorazzo and the Henson, I do tend to nick myself a little bit. But that's that single blade, and keeping that angle perfect the entire time, even with the Henson, is still a little bit difficult for me. So got the Prorazzo there. We'll go in, and I've just, basically all I've had by this point is a hot water rinse on my head. So we're just adding this guy to the hot water, and we'll add more hot water as we go. I threw out here, and I'll get the sides here. Normally the sides and my neck are the only thing I do with this razor, but today it's gonna be the entirety of my head. So we'll still start like normal, right there. And then this is very light force because that brand new blade is very sharp. And we're just kind of going with the grain. And you can see it takes down the hair, but not nearly as efficiently as the leaf. And I have to use these short, choppy strokes just to keep it safe. So there's that side. Naturally, it is no leaf. But as you can see, that brand new blade in there does pretty well. But it is a crap load of hair for something with only a single blade, and naturally the lather channels, they work, but as you can see, it is kind of leaving some hair after I go with it. So let's rinse this out, add a little bit more water to the head. Typically the Henson only for precise movements, but we are going to power through today's shave. You can kind of see it leaves a strip through there. And that's just because the sheer amount of hair I have, it tends to clog razors like crazy. Yeah, right in the middle there, the hair just collects up and doesn't want to go into those lather ports. Naturally, if you have thinner hair, or, well, I guess the only other thing would be a shaving cream that doesn't gunk up at all. This would be significantly easy for you, shaving with the Henson. See right there, when I start the new side, it does really well. So what we'll do is we'll just keep rinsing this bad boy and just keep going after it, because that is quite enjoyable actually, with the grade shave with this guy. You can also see the lather is really building up on there. Let's give it another rinse. All right, so just do a little bit down here just to make this easier when we go back for another pass. That's the thing, you got to get your problem areas right after you rinse it. Because when I do that bulk of hair, like over here, clog this guy up. Just go for big areas at a time. A little bit more dangerous, but what's life without a little danger? All right, and then just gonna clean that up behind the ear. Now those movements that are difficult with the leaf are very easy. That low volume, thinner hair, perfect. Starting to drip. Let's give it another rinse. All right, so we'll give this side just a little bit more love here with the freshly rinsed blade. Now, while it's very important to choose a blade that you like, as well as a razor that you like, it's also very important to choose the length of the strokes that you take, that you enjoy and that works for your skin. I can take pretty serious strokes on my head. I can take longer strokes even with stuff like this. As I go up, your skin might hate that. See, like when I first started shaving, I would have never gone for that kind of stroke with a double-edged safety razor. And that's usually where I end up getting my nicks. But in my less problem areas, no issue. I'm kind of going up against the grain here. With an abundance of caution, let's give it another rinse and keep going against the grain. All right, so I got the top relathered there. And let's go right for that. We'll shake the excess water off this. Now I have no complaints about the closeness of this blade. It gets plenty close. Normally the more difficult the spot, the more choppy my strokes will get. Especially right up here at the top, just these little tiny razor movements for an abundance of caution. And I am putting almost no pressure on this. It is aluminum, so it's extra light, so it can be deceiving. It's very easy to just throw all your weight at it because it feels like it's not contacting the skin hard enough. Not as much of a let the weight of the razor do the work, but kind of a hold the angle but don't press kind of thing. I hear a lot of let the weight of the razor do the work. This thing weighs barely anything. I mean, it is aluminum. It's not horribly big, and it doesn't have the weight that, say, my stainless steel ones do. But we are doing damn good. That's kind of the problem area. And yeah, this is not for the sensitive scalp. Unless your hair is super thinned or this is just your, like if the Henson is your daily driver, you use it for everything, I am absolutely certain that you could get a much better head shave than I can with it. Like I said, I use the leaf much more. The Henson is more of a precision tool for me. But to be fair, no nicks. No nicks thus far. That's a completely different story when moving on to the back. This time, honestly, I might just get it smooth on the front and sides and then let the leaf do the talking on the back. Because I do have to show up for work tomorrow, and I do not want to be looking like I just starred in a slasher film. Switch sides here really quick, and I do quite like this razor, especially the Dr. Squatch limited edition one that I have. The green is I really like the green. It's just something special. Great one in the collection. I have about 3 Henson razors. There's 2 mild like this, and then 1 medium that I have. I actually, in the future, might consider using the medium on my head. But this is, for now, the top, front, and sides here are pretty dang good. Of course, I have, you know, this guy, this beginning of a rat tail here, but like I said, we'll let the leaf do the talking with that one. So there is the Henson. Like I said, damn good. Nothing wrong with this at all. It is an incredible shave. Just for my thickness of hair, the single blade double-edged safety razors, it takes me a lot more time than it's worth. Damn good shave, but oh man, covering all that surface area, it's insane. So that's all I'm gonna do for today. I will see you guys next time. And maybe for the next video, I will bring in that Henson mild, the medium. This one's the mild, that one's a little bit more aggressive. So maybe I'll swing that one in next time. Thank you guys for tuning in.